Welcome to Lakeview Fisheries. So here we are at the cages. So production at the cages starts basically from the hatchery. So the hatchery is where we do the fingerlings production. So we'll bring them here and first nurse them in some net. We call that a nursery cage. We feed them for 3 months to get to about 5 grams, a size that cannot pass through our production net. So once they're at 5 grams, we'll change them into the production net, and therefore we call that a production cage. So once we have the fish in the production cages, we'll be feeding it until the time when they're now ready for harvest. They take about 6 months. So the whole cycle will take about 9 months for us here. You have to know the number that you need to stock in that particular cage. So for that, we have the standard stocking rate per cubic meter. So you'll determine the volume of the cage that you have. That will now lead to the number of fish that you should be stocking in that particular cage. So like this one will carry about 30,000 pieces from the start of the production cycle. You feed it, of course you'll be having some survival percentage. If you achieve 70% survival, you'll be expecting about 7 tons from a 10-meter diameter cage. So our harvest size is about 350 grams to 400 grams. That is the size that is mostly preferred by customers. So the nets, once we've harvested, you have to check them to ensure that you don't have any tears. Because of course, if you have tears on the net, you'll be losing your fish into the lake. So we have a diver here who dives and checks around the net, confirm if there's any hole or any tear, and then it gets mended before things get worse. Another key thing that is important in the cages when you're doing aquaculture is security for your fish. So we have to ensure that our fish are safe, and for that case we have the floodlights, and again we have a team of guards who are ensuring that the cages are secure at night.
Broodstock management start with grow out fingerlings to a size of 200 to 250 for female, 300 for male. If we mix for breeding, we give them time for 14 to 17 days for breeding. Then we do a collection. Here we are using timing, whereby we time them for 2 weeks plus some few days. Then we do fry collection. If we stock 400 in a pond, basically we can get 60 to 70 pieces which are ready with the fry in their mouth or egg in their mouth, and that is a good result. The fry, we believe, is a 0 age. That's what we take to a very clean nursery pond, whereby they start eating hormonated feed directly. We convert them to 99% of monosex. Once we transfer fingerlings to fingerlings pond, we raise them to 0.5 gram, whereby if we want to transfer them to our cages or to our clients, we condition them based on the size, whereby we prepare them to a new environment by starving them. They clean their gut by releasing all the feces. By the time when we are transporting them, they are stress-free. You know, this is plenty. We produce over 300,000 in a month. So it's plenty, we can serve, so we serve also our clients. Yes. The indoor hatchery, that is, okay, initially we had incubation, and incubation, it was not efficient as compared to this natural means of fry collection. Once the power was gone, everything is dead. When there's a little water changes in water parameter, all of them, it was delicate. But currently we have modern aquaculture, that is RAS system, which we installed just 3 months away. It's ready to start operating. Only that there are some few things that they need to put in place so that it starts operating. It's very efficient. it can work within 120 days. In 4 months, the fish has reached 300 grams to 400 grams.
You realize that we are dealing with fish, which is a perishable product. You have to keep it fresh. So for that reason, we have an ice producing machine that produces ice that we use for preserving our fish. At LVF, we also have a water production plant or a water plant from which we are producing water which is safe and clean for consumption. So from this, we are basically benefiting the community with the water they can get, because you realize that in the island or in most of the areas surrounding the lake, they'll just get that water for drinking directly from the lake as it is, and they believe it's just safe for drinking, which is not true.
Lakeview put something in us that is good for our life and even the life of the farm. What I have, like me, I can say the experience I've gathered from here, even if I'm hired somewhere or I'm given opportunity to work in the cages or to man the cages, I'm very sure I can do it. Not only the experience, but even my family. Now I can put something on the table because of LVF. My wife can dress, my children can dress, can go to school.
May God bless Lakeview. May God give us more and more years for Lakeview to continue to exist.
We have 7 direct outlets where we sell our fish.
Most of my clients actually are wholesale. So they are fish sellers. So meaning they come and take it in bulk and then they go fry it for reselling again.
On a good day, I can sell even 15,000, 20 maximally. Even
the fingerlings, we move around to the farmers, both farmers who are doing cage farming and those which are doing cage fish farming in the fish ponds. We are able to sell to them, and also our outlets are the same locations where we sell the water. We are contributing food to the society. We contribute clean water to the society. We provide employment to a number of youths.
When I see my customers, is almost women. You know, you can get a woman who is educating his children because of these kinds of fish, this business.
When the outbreak of Corona emerged and the schools were closed, so we became jobless. Right now I can pay my children's school fees. I can chip in some of the needs in my house. Before I started working at LVF, I was not able to maybe access a loan at the bank. But since our salary goes through the bank, right now I'm able to at least acquire a loan from the bank.
We are actually looking for people who are also interested, because we work with the community. We work with the schools, we work with orphanages, whom we also support through these programs.
We can be able to appreciate Lakeview because this school is here because of Lakeview. The teachers are paid by Lakeview. In rare cases where the salary can delay because when the production is not ready, now they understand, the teachers understand, and maybe when we do the production, they can be able to be paid.
If we can get interested parties who could be willing to partner and work with the Lakeview Fisheries, it will be a plus because we will be able to scale up.
We have an outgrower management system where we register cage fish farmers. From this system, we've enlisted them in a digital platform where we call eFish Banda, where we link them to input suppliers, we link them to information materials, and again we link them to fish markets. We are reaching out to 1,320 fish farmers in Homa Bay, Migori, and Siaya counties, doing extension services to them, training them, and of late we've done demonstration cages to show that HDP cages are good to go compared to the older metallic cages. So we brought a HDP cage here to show farmers that it's environmental friendly, it has higher carrying capacity, the cage nets are large enough, the mesh sizes, and it allows free flow of water, and water quality parameters are enhanced. Through this, farmers can stock many fish, and productivity is assured and enhanced. So we want farmers to see how best to do it, then in future they'll adapt it and do it themselves when even Lakeview is not around.
So this is the bad. This is when the bad comes back.
Training osekonya gi eiye kae wayudo ginene, wayudo rech, waseyudo rech, waloko pesa, puonjogo nyithindo, konya ei ot. Cage ber nikech iyudo rech, iuso, to farming mamokogo nyaka imak jaboya. Koro jaboya kimako nyaka iyud wuoyi nind kodi, eka iyud chiemo, eka miyi rech, to kok onyal nindo kodi to konyal miyi rech, nyaka otim sex. Nyiso Lakeview ni gimed kelonwa cages, cage ber kabisa. Mago ni